What is going on, everyone? I am back. This is Brady from Be All in Sports. Once again, back to bring you my bets for the UFC fights tomorrow. We got Magny versus Prates coming in as the main event. We got some other killer matchups in this one. Just going to give you my best bets, but I did want to mention, did watch the weigh-ins today. There was a couple things that I did notice. Previously, I had not picked an underdog on this card. This is a heavy favorite card for me. I'm always a little skeptical when I have so many favorites that I've picked on a card. So I'm holding back a little bit on the betting side on this one. I'm not going over the top. Now, I always say this too, but I'm sure once the fights roll around and I get involved in them, that I'm probably going to place live bets on there as well. So maybe someday down the line, we'll open up some live betting opportunities where you can sit in and watch the matches together and place some bets together. Be pretty cool. It's always a fun thing to do. But just a couple of mentions that I did notice from the weigh-ins. Melissa Mullins, it looked like did miss weight by I think it was just a couple pounds, but overall, her body language seemed a little off to me. Seemed a little weird. I don't know if the weight cut was a little too much for her or what it was. I think she might have actually had a little bit of an issue her previous fight too, but she came in a little bit heavy on this one, and I don't know. It just seemed a little bit off to me. So I am going to change that pick on that one. There's just some body language that I don't like. So I'm gonna go out and pick the underdog, Claudia Segula, to take that match now. I usually don't switch it that much based on a like a weigh-in, but this one just looked weird to me. I don't think there's a huge size discrepancy, and even though I think Mullins is the better fighter, someone's just telling me that she's going to have some issues getting Segula to the ground where she is going to have the most success. And I don't know. She looks like a little depleted to me. And then we also did have a cancellation on this one. Elizu Zaleski dos Santos is now he has a new opponent. His last opponent, obviously, Nicholas Dalby, had to withdraw from this matchup. So he is going to be fighting Zach Scroggin. I don't know much about Zach Scroggin, but when I'm looking through just kind of his record, he hasn't faced a lot of high-level competition. Zaleski dos Santos is a high-level fighter. He's faced a lot of high-level competition in the UFC. He's been in the UFC for many years, so he knows the level that he's dealing with. To be quite honest with you, Scroggin looked like a deer in headlights today. He looked like he was about to piss his pants. I don't know why, but he just looked really nervous, like the situation was a little too much for him. I don't know. The weight cut also looked like it might be affecting him a little bit as well. So in that one, I am going to take Zaleski dos Santos. I don't have him in my parlays, but there is a definite chance that I add him to something tomorrow. If it gets too much for me to stay away from, I don't know. I'm considering it, but we also had a cancellation on this match. Cody Garbrandt is no longer going to be fighting Miles Johns in this one. He dropped out. And we also had Ricky Tercio. There was a medical issue after the weigh-ins with him, and he's no longer going to be fighting Bernardo Sapage. So we are down to what is this? 11 fights now. So still going to be a banger card. There's the Reinier, the Ritter. I'm really excited to see what he turns out to be. We'll see what a couple of these other guys, some newcomers in here, but I'm going to get to the betting side, what we all came for. Again, I'm going to give you some of my baseline bets. These are parlays. I don't find anything on this card that I feel overly confident about just, laying a little bit heavier of a price. Prates, he was the one that I immediately see, just because of the knockouts. But Magny is a tough fighter, but in the end, I think Prates is going to be a little bit too much for him. So, going over to this betting side, my first bet is going to be a FanDuel bet over here, and this is probably one of the ones that I saw, and I immediately started picking out these certain fighters, especially when the Zaleski dos Santos match changed up. It became pretty apparent that he should be the pick there for me. I am going to go Damon Blackshear. I'm gonna take him to slightly edge out slightly edge out in his match. Cody Stamen. I was blanking on his fucking name. Cody Stamen, I think he's going to edge him out. I think the wrestling and the athleticism is going to be a little bit more. So I'm going to take Blackshear in that one. Money line bets. These are all money line. Elizo Zaleski dos Santos. I am going to put him in my my 4-leg parlay, just because I think he's a heavy favorite for a reason, and I'm going to side with him there. Jillian Robertson, I see the advantages being there for her on the ground if she can get it there. Pinero's she's a good fighter. She has been subbed a lot and has shown some weaknesses when it comes to takedown defense. So I think Robertson's going to get her to the ground there. And we're going with my guy, Carlos Prates. I like this dude. I think he's on his way up. I love the camp that he comes out of, that Fighting Nerds camp. So that's my 4-leg parlay, plus 113 on FanDuel. I actually think that if you waited a little bit longer, this is why I hate putting in early bets. And I try and put these in late sometimes, but I think this one actually got better. So might have screwed the pooch on that one. My next one is going to be another money line parlay. This was actually the first one that I put in. I saw it. I didn't think it was going to change up as much as it has, but again, I think you'll get better odds if you put this in now. It's a 3-legger. This is Denise Gomes, Damon Blackshear, and Jillian Robertson. Again, for the obvious reason, Gomes, you're talking about a major age discrepancy there, 39 to 24. I know that youth can sometimes hinder you in fighting just because of your IQ, but I think that she's going to have the strength and the will to get this done. Kebelkiewicz she's a good fighter, solid, but previously before her last win, she had gone on quite a losing streak, and I just think that this is going to be a little bit more than she's going to be able to take, so I am going to side with Denise Gomes. Again, Damon Blackshear in this one, I think he's going to get it done over Cody Stamen. This could backfire on me, honestly. I don't usually want to put more these guys in multiple parlays, but these are the ones that just really stuck out to me. So I'm going to go with it this week and see how it turns out. And then once again, we do have Jillian Robertson to finish off that 3-leg parlay. I like this pick. I like these 3 picks. I think all 3 get it done. Money line picks. Again, I am not going too heavy on this card. I'm going to wait because I think there's better opportunities for next weekend, which I'm going to try and get that video out earlier, but I'm excited for that card, more excited than I am for this, other than seeing some of these main event matches. But the last parlay that I do have, this is going to be another 3-leg parlay. I think in my breakdown originally, I said that I was not going to put one of these guys in there, but going back, looking at the tape more, I do think that this guy's going to get it done. He's listening to the interviews, hearing him talk. He seems like he's got a good head on his shoulders, really involved in the fight game. So this one, I'm going to go a little bit heavier on Carlos Prates, get a little bit better odds because I do think that he is going to win by finish. So I took him by either KO or submission or DQ. Obviously, that's not one that we're looking forward to, but I think one of those 2 methods he is going to get it done. Probably going to be the KO, which you would have gotten better odds, but I decided to just go with the safer one just in case. There's always that chance he cracks him and then gets him in a guillotine or something along those lines. So going to take Prates by KO or sub or DQ in that one. Again, I'm going back to the well, Denise Gomes. I just think that it's there. I just see her having all the advantages in this fight. The striking does kind of scare me. Kebelkiewicz is a great striker, but think she's going to be able to get this done. Youth is on her side, so siding with Gomes in there with the money line. And then I said I wasn't going to do it, but I think I'm going to do it. I didn't get great odds on this, but again, I don't. If I think the pick is going to hit, then I really don't give a shit what the odds are. Obviously, you want it earlier, but if you miss it, you still feel positive about it, then why would I not take it? So sometimes you look at it the other way where maybe the other side's a little bit better on the play as far as numbers go, but maybe it'll backfire, but I'm not seeing it. So Mansur Abdul-Malik is my final money line pick in this parlay. And again, even though I am picking stuff that I think is pretty heavy favorites here. I don't get the greatest odds on this one, so it's minus 139 on DraftKings, but this is my biggest bet that I had the most on. So these are my bets for this upcoming card. I'm excited about this card. I think it's going to be good. I'm not too excited about the betting side of it, but, things change as we get closer to the fights. If by chance I come up with something that I really like, I'll try and throw it out to you guys and make sure that you know about it. But if not, this has been my betting breakdown of these upcoming fights. Like I said, I'm going to try and get out the new video for the UFC 3. I believe it's 310 this time, coming up with John Jones and Stipe Miocic. That one's going to be a banger. It's going to be an awesome fight card. Can't wait to break it down. Might see if I can get somebody else in here to try and help me break that one down if I can get that worked out. But until then, this is Brady from Be All In Sports. Come back and see us again. Hit the like and subscribe button. Let us know what you think. Give me some info on your picks. Give me some ideas here. Always up for hearing some new stuff. So until next time, this is Be All In. Keep balling, people. Have a good one.